in here so that I've got that backup rolling. I'm going to get the encoder running. And so you are live all across the board.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Urban Embodiment Presents UE Talk. I am Deshaun Whip Dog Whipple, and I'm here in my quarantine Whip Central with my partner.
Oh, I thought you was gonna give me like a grand intro, like you always do.
I haven't been doing that lately. I know I'm slacking.
Okay, where's Quarantine Quiche?
So what's going on, Keish? You been all right, man?
Yeah, I've been okay. Just taking, things one day at a time, whatever. So, but so far, I still have my sanity.
You know what really is crazy? I didn't realize until today. This was the original day it was supposed to be over with, the 30th, before it got extended to the 15th. I got my calendar right there, my quarantine tracker. We supposed to be out of here today. We supposed to be going somewhere tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you can throw that in the trash, buddy.
Actually, technically speaking, the first expiration was supposed to be the 6th.
This is true. This is true. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for still hanging out. We still gonna try to give y'all some content during this downtime, making sure people still having fun. But Lakeisha, talk to them about what we got coming up at Urban Embodiment.
Yes, so June 20th, we are having our Small Business Expo. We do have vendor tables available, given that the bans is lifted enough for us to host this event. It will be held at 620 Woodward Heights in Hazel Park. If there's any questions or if you're interested in securing the table, feel free to email us at urbanembodiment313@gmail.com. August 1st, given the bans are lifted enough for us to continue, we will be making our way to Toronto for the Caravana Festival. The Grand Parade was canceled. However, they're still hosting their day parties and events during that weekend. So we still plan on going there. So if you want to secure a seat, feel free to email us at urbanembodiment313@gmail.com. You do have to have an enhanced license or a passport to cross the border. You have to have a clean record. So if you can't cross the border, unfortunately, we're just going to have to leave you at the bridge.
Facts. We ain't having no more problems. We already got to deal with this quarantine. We ain't having no more problems.
Unzip zero.
Exactly.
Before we bring our guests on, you know what we normally used to do in the studio? We have the drink of the night. This time I'm doing it's called the Gloria Rancho La Margarita ready to drink wine cocktail. What you doing over there?
Air.
What?
Air. I had my wine with my dinner, so I'm pretty I'm feeling great right now. I'm full of spirits.
So basically what you're saying right now though, we stuck in the house, right?
Yes.
We stuck in the house. We got to have a stuck in the house party. Now, how else would we do that without the creator of the Stuck in the House weekend parties, Mr. DJ Clev Dev? How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm good.
Thank you for joining us here on UE Talk, man. I've known this man for many years now, and we're going to touch base on that. But Lakeisha, we have another DJ in the building tonight. Could you tell them who we got?
Yes, we have DJ Fluff in the building. How are you, sir?
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good.
Well, good.
I seen he had a drink. Do this count? Like, can I add an orange to the mix? What?
Okay.
Vitamin C.
Keep that immunity up, bro. Keep that immunity up.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Well, first things first, Clef, so how have you been dealing with all this quarantine thing?
Well, just like I take anything else, I kind of take anything that happens as an opportunity to make something happen or to learn from something. So basically, I kind of remember the first day that we got word that things were getting shut down here in Michigan. And I just kind of remember like I was I have like another job, like a day job. And I remember I was there and I heard the news that, everything was going to get shut down. And I was like, well, we got to put this thing together right now. I immediately had the idea and just started kind of talking to people to put it together. So we've been having these since the first week of the lockdown. So this week coming up will be week 7 right now. So come on out, fun for everyone.
Now, tell them the exact name of it. It's the Stuck in the House Party. Tell them how you conceptualize it and everything, man.
Yeah, so it's actually hosted on Zoom, and it's I've been promoting it on Facebook. My page on Facebook is DJ Clev Dev. If you already like that on there, then you'll see constant promotions on there. So it's basically a Zoom chat, and I have a URL for that so that you can actually get the invite to the meeting sent to your text message or your email, so that you can use that same link for to get in each week. Like, I don't change the meeting that you have to like get a new password and everything each week. So once you get in one time with that email or text, you can use that link to get right into the party each week. Starts at 10 o'clock each Saturday. We have it's free to join in. We have a bunch of different prizes with different local vendors and so on that we've been doing. So I've been really focused on getting like local businesses involved, like takeout restaurants, you know, like gift cards for those places. I've had wine packages, gift cards for online retailers. So there's a lot of fun stuff happening with that. And yeah, so I'm always like posting new things on the Facebook page just to kind of get everybody up to date with the different ideas that I have for what's going on. We also have like merch available on an Etsy store. We have some Stuck in the House Party hoodies. On the back it says, "Get your ass back in the house," so that you can get back in the house. You know, social movements here running around. So Stuck in the House Party hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs are available. I have those links on there for you. I'm sure we can add those in.
That sounds like perfect apparel for the protest that's been going on.
I feel like I was like a little bit ahead of the curve on this idea here. I mean, I just saw things like in the news kind of like unfolding, you know, different protests and whatnot. And I might be a little biased, but I think that it's the perfect hoodie for right now. Keep things positive. Yeah. You know, I think that it's good to keep things positive and also not to kind of like overwhelm people with just words like quarantine and all that kind of stuff. You see that enough as it is already. So I try to keep it in a positive place. You know, let's have a party. Let's, you know, do things together. And yeah, we're stuck, but we can make it, you know, something positive and have fun out of it. I have a dog here.
I know exactly what you mean.
Now, DJ Fluff, first question to you, man. How long have you been a DJ, man? And how are you dealing with this? Claire Dale said we ain't gonna call it a quarantine. This stuck in the house thing going on.
Oh man, so I produce my own music and everything. So I basically been in the studio and, you know, vibing with people and calling all types of family members, making sure they all right. So, you know what I'm saying? Then I make them listen to my music. So they be like, "Oh, let me hear it." All right. And no matter if they want to hear it or not, I just, I guess they said, if you're checking on me, I guess I can hear something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking creative criticism every now and then. And basically, I've been on Up Live, not too much, not Facebook Live too much, but Up Live and Bingo Live mostly, just having fun, anything, because the conversations there sometimes be the craziest I ever seen in my life. So just entertaining people, just wearing the computer head and laughing every time I go to the grocery store. I know y'all probably seen a video or two.
Nice. And see, that's the thing about being a creative person. Like I think all four of us in the room are right now. Your mind is always going. So it's hard for you to just sit there and not function. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, you never lying.
Yeah. They told me that I was supposed to like stay in the house and avoid contact, and I was just like, okay, well, what's a different way to go about that then? Because I'm not gonna stop.
It's hard to stop.
I'm not willing to.
Then you're a DJ too. You go off the vibes of people. It's like, what? You have to.
Yeah.
That actually was gonna be my next question to both of you guys. Being DJs, there's some DJs that they MC as well. You know what I'm talking about. They own the mic, they're talking drunk, they get the girls' booty shaking and all that. And there's some DJs who don't do nothing but play the music and let somebody else host. What type of DJ are you guys if somebody want to bring y'all into their events?
You want to go first?
I want to say 50-50. I gave it that one, then I'm gonna give it to you. I said to say
Okay.
sometimes, yeah. Yeah, sometimes. Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, I would say that I actually became a DJ out of being an MC. So like I was always an MC first. That's kind of what started things, and then I became a DJ. Just kind of worked live. So I would say, I mean, it's hard to like split it other than 50-50 because it's not like you're gonna not play the music, you know? Like you still have to have the mix going. But I would say that like I have strong like MC skills, and for me, like the point of the music, beyond just my personal passion for music, is that I want to share like music vibes and energy, you know, with people and kind of bring people together. So I've always had that kind of a feeling and that kind of outlook on things. So I think I bring that into my performances. So I try to see what's happening with the vibe, kind of go with it, create it, you know, create something, kind of level it up, and you know, so that people can kind of share with each other what, you know, the fun. So I say that like, you know, MCing has a lot to do with it, but if you know, your mix isn't good and your song selections aren't good and you're not connecting with the people, it's really all for naught, you know.
So do you guys prefer having a separate MC and you just want to focus on the music, or do you rather kind of do both?
Sometimes I do like a separate MC because with that going on, I can literally just be like, oh, I can plan out all like 6-7 songs ahead of time, like just through my head, because it's like as a DJ, I have to say DJs don't think like regular people at all, because it's like you got to think of 8 different things at one time. Is this party about to be hype? Am I about to make it hype? Do I want to calm it down? Is this music too loud? Is the pitch up too much? Is the bass, is the mids, the lows, the audio, is it too fast because I want to mix in this next song that's a little bit BPMs, a little bit longer, I mean faster than the other BPM. It's a lot going on at one time. So to do that and to be like, yeah, so such and such, that's why a lot of people say, shout out to the birthday girl. They'll say that 150 times because they embedded that song, that line right there in their head. So everybody be like, oh, shout out to the birthday girl. The DJ was so hype. All he did was say the same thing over and over, but nobody noticed it. So, you know what I'm saying? Tell these DJ secrets.
So that's the key. Just shout out to the birthday. Shout out to the birthday girl or the birthday dude.
Yep, that's a couple lines. Shout out to the birthday girl. Make sure y'all tip my bartender. If it's a female bartender, make sure y'all tell her that she look good today, such. Somebody would come up and be like, hey, shout out to table 6. You'd be like, oh, all night, table 6, I got you. Shout out table 6, they go over there getting hype. And as people getting hype and they liven up and everything else, a lot of people loosen up and they feel hype too, even Wallflower. So when you do that sometimes, just those couple little lines, that was always my thing. You know what I'm saying?
You should come out with a book.
It's always fun. Yeah.
Yeah. How to Club DJ 101. This is the intro.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I got 2 questions. I want y'all to answer both of them. And I'm only asking both of them so I don't forget. Number 1, as DJs, I know it happens all the time, especially when we get a little tipsy. Do y'all like it when we come up there and make requests? Or does it get on your nerves in the middle of your mix, man?
Well, I would say like just going off what you were saying there, you know, like there's constantly like a million things that you're thinking of. And so when somebody comes up and you're like right at the moment of like putting this one piece together to make the whole thing work, and then somebody comes up at your table trying to put their drink on your table or something like that, or screaming in your ear, talking to you about whatever. Yeah, it's not always fun, but sometimes it can be really annoying, and sometimes it actually could be like really fun and kind of make your night. You just kind of like, oh, I was gonna go this way with it, and now I'm gonna go this way with it because this guy came up to me or this lady came up to me talking about whatever. There's a certain like fluid that you gotta be like kind of fluid if you're working live, if you're working like for a crowd. So you know that's gonna be something that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So get used to it. If you're a DJ.
I'm gonna hit you with 3 stories. I'm gonna make them real quick.
Okay.
So it's gonna go good, medium, and bad. So one lady came up and was like, "Hey DJ, I know you doing your thing. I want you to play this song for me and get some hustle going." I said, "No problem," and it was smooth. That was the best. That's the best request ever. Then it come medium. "Hey bro, what up?" Hey, and then they throw your drink on the table and everything else, and you like, "Hold on, don't put the drink right there, man. Let me do this." "Oh, okay, it's all good. It's just liquor." What did that mean? Like, why would
It's just liquor.
Okay, he'll ask for his request. The club is hype. He asked for Eminem Toy Soldiers, the slowest song I ever heard in my life. I said, "Are you serious, bro?" And he came up to the thing and he kept asking. Now let's go to the worst story. The worst story was I was DJing a wedding. And as I'm DJing the wedding, people in there, they having fun and everything else. This guy say, "Hey, my man, such and such, such, such." I said, "Hold on, bro, I'm mixing real quick." So I'm mixing, and he said, "No, this mother," and everything else. And I'm like, and I turned to him like, what you want, man? So I'm acting like I didn't hear that other stuff. And he was like, "Man, when I talk to you, you listen." I said, "Hold on, bro. Hold on. What?"
Oh no.
I said, my man, no disrespect real quick. So you got to kind of still be the friendliest guy because you still got all your equipment in there. Then you know what I'm saying? It's like, then it's a family in here and it's a wedding. You're not about to have me mess up my name because of, the DJ was fighting. They don't even care about the other guy. The DJ was fighting. Yeah. So I told him, "Hey, guy, okay, I understand that and everything else, but look, I can't mess with you right now. What? You straight. I'm gonna hit you back later." And he was like, "No, man. When I talk to you, you listen." And he walked up. So I said, the Linwood came out of me real quick. And I got up. I said, "So look, man, I'm gonna tell you this real quick. This is my last time talking to you real quick. I'm trying to be friendly. Look, they got it. I pointed to that's a bride, that's a groom. We really about to mess up this night because of your conceitedness. You're not even drunk and you over here going crazy. All right, man. Look, just do your thing. I got you. Whatever. All right, let's roll." So he didn't even tell me the song, and I didn't care about the song, but I was really about to do something to this man. But it's cool. I remember the next day was Sunday, so I remember I got to go to church the next day. I guess I had to repent on it.
Right. Now I gotta ask, behind that, was he was he part of the people that paid for you to be there? Or he was just a guest at the event.
No, he was a guest of the event, and it's like, why would you do that to the bride and groom? This is the special night for them. I'm trying my best to get them happy as I possibly can, music wise and just show wise, because there's a lot of showmanship when it comes to a wedding. So it's like, ooh man, that's a hard thing sometimes.
So the question is this: speaking of the requests, and if you could deal with it or not, who get their song played first? Somebody that tip you $20, or that sexy young lady that whisper in your ear? Tell the truth, right now. Who get their song played first, man?
He's picking out all the secrets right now today.
I keep my $20 in my pocket and send one of my homegirls up, or what, man?
Hey, you know what? The guy that bid the $20, I'll play a couple of his requests. Like $20.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
I'm not gonna lie. $20 that goes first.
That's okay.
Because here's a little trick. Because if the sexy mommy over there asking me for a song, and a guy comes up and asks me for a song for $20, I might not play that song for the sexy mommy for a little while because she's gonna have to come up a couple more times.
Okay.
That's all part of it.
Oh, so that's what I do for play Hot Girl Summer when I asked him. Okay, I got it now.
That may or may not be real. I just felt like responding in that way just right now. I don't know. Tell me what you think.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's what I was gonna say.
You said that's exactly what it is.
It is.
So what's the most unique request that you guys got? Like
oh man,
that you never have gotten before, or it's like not not normal, not traditional, I'll say.
Well, he just said like toy soldiers, so that's probably, depending on what the vibe was at the time, that was probably like way out of left field. Oh, it never stops. You think that people are playing with you when they ask for these songs, but they're dead serious. They're like, throw some polka on. Like, what?
Yeah.
What? God. Like people will ask you for some stuff serious. I think that they're just like taking bets with their buddies to see if like the DJ will play it or not or something. But I don't know. It'll be weird things. If you're like really hyped and like really in the prime of the party part of the evening, and then somebody comes up and asks you for like All for One, and they're like, you know, insisting upon it. Like they're not gonna leave until you play that Old Boys to Men or something. And you're like, not right now, man. Can you not see what's happening around you right now? You should have a drink.
I got it.
She done hung out with me many times, so I can't lie and say I haven't been. It has been a turned up song, and I done whispered in the DJ ear, "Hey, can you play some hustle music? Cause you hit Neo girls like a ballroom or something." So I get it, man. Throw it on.
I got it.
I don't blame anybody for it either. You know, it's just funny when that happens. You know, there's only so much you can do.
We want all the juice. Now we know if it's a performer and he's a star, he getting the groupies. But DJs, we know the ladies. Listen, I used to bounce. I'm a trivia host. That's how I know Devin. He trained me to be a trivia host. I know when people are feeling good, they want to be friendly at the end of the evening. I want to hear a good groupie story that y'all got. I know y'all got one. If your wife is listening or anything, tell them this is the past, so they can't get mad. It's the past.
I don't know about this one. This is trouble.
I'm trying to get off the screen, Clem. Come back on screen, man. He done ran off the screen.
You know what?
You got this one?
I got something, but man, oh man. Okay, I can't cuss on this thing, right? You know what? I'm not gonna say that. I'm just using abbreviations and stuff anyway. I don't want to cuss on this thing. But so check it out. So I'm DJing a party. Now, okay, I DJ so many different events, but I make music. One of the ways I made music is the male review clubs, right? Okay. So I made music through them. I made so much money through them. Oh my God. But they doing their thing, and I just DJ and I play what they want, some R&B and stuff like that. So the women feeling extra. I'm gonna just say extra. Right. So what ends up happening is at the end of the night, I asked the lady, I said, "Hey, you don't mind if I get some extra chicken, right?" This girl was built like a brick house. I'm not gonna lie. So it was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about her. I got a girl at the time. So you know what I'm saying? Right. So and she was like, hey, I'm gonna say Keisha. Hey Keisha, fix the DJ another plate before he leave. Cause I was hungry. I only ate 2 pieces of chicken the whole night. So they was like, the DJ want a plate? I'll give him some P word instead of that plate. I said, what? Hold on, stop. What? I want you just go.
Wow.
Man, that's scary a little bit because it was like any other man that was weak would have been like, hey, come here, let me holler at you real quick. I let him.
We knew you weren't gonna do it because black men don't cheat, so you would have did it anyway. We don't.
No, my question is, did you end up getting any chicken?
I got the chicken. I would do this thing. With like women would hit on me or whatever, and it'd be always like, don't look at them. Look at the ground. It's like, look at the ground. So I'll be like, I get my chicken, and I look like an orphan leaving off the thing. Like, I walk out.
Was it a breast or a thigh?
And look, it was crazy though because I only asked for chicken. She gave me chicken, macaroni, some spaghetti, some whatchamacallit, a juice. I said, whoa! She had a whole plate. She was like, oh yeah, he kind of chunky too. I'm gonna feed him first. Then I'm going to see, is he going to come get this number or whatever? Are we going to hook up? I'm like, dog, and Keisha wasn't even drunk. I'm like, what is going on?
Slim pickings out here, slim pickings.
Man, she was not playing. She was like, somebody about to come take me home.
I know you guys do weddings and all types of events. What is your favorite event what is your favorite type of event to do? And what is the best event that you've ever DJ? Whether it be largest, just the hypest, whatever. Those 2 questions. What events do you like to do the best? And what was your favorite event that you've done?
I mean, I know it's tough because I've done a lot of different events. I do weddings a lot, and I really do like that because I started out like in bars and clubs and stuff like that, and I kind of, you know, you're like in the thick of everything, you know. So after like several years of doing that, I kind of like started going the private event route. And so I do a lot of weddings and I have a lot of fun with that. So for me, it's like, I enjoy doing weddings because of like, just kind of like the story that you were telling, like most people have sense not to act like that at a wedding, you know, but you get that 9 times out of 10 at any bar or club, You know, like you got to deal with that constantly in any kind of public event. Private events, I like because, you know, like people come on there, they got, you know, they dress to the nines, you know, like they come in to show up and show some love, and they kind of know each other too. You have a game plan. There's some pretty cool events I've done for weddings. So, I mean, it's hard to narrow it down because each night and each vibe has its own thing that's kind of special to me with the people,
True.
you know. So it's kind of hard to narrow it down, say what the best was. But I could tell you, I could go on and on for decades telling you stories about stuff that's happened, you know. I can't even, don't even know where to start.
I have to say, like, DJing, I like, see now, I used to do the rap music stuff and the regular, you know, the regular weddings and stuff like that. And I got out of it because I ain't gonna lie, this rap music today, oh boy, just like, oh no, I can't do it. So from the rap music stuff and everything else, it's a danger there. It's a risk of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I done got not shot, had to go over bodies and different things like that. But I actually had to get out of that. I was in it for the techno music. So I got out of that, finally seeing what it was, and I got to the techno music. So getting into that 100%, I started doing bigger and bigger shows, right? And like, now I'm signed to a record label and everything because of the techno music. I have to say it's definitely blessings, but doing like raves and underground clubs that don't close at all until like 12 noon, from all the way from 6 p.m. to 12 noon the next, man, those are the best, because I look up, because I have this thing, I'm gonna show you. Okay. So I have this computer head on, right? So sometimes you can't see everything over certain amount of people. And it's like, okay, I'm thinking like, okay, it's about 150, 300 people in here. I take my computer head off because it's getting hot for a second. And I'm looking up. It's like 5,000 people in this doggone big old warehouse. I'm like, oh my goodness. It made me nervous for a hot second, because the fact is, it's like, okay, as a DJ, you got the 400 people or 200 people or even a handful. It's all right. But when you look up and you can see people from where you at all the way to the back of the wall, and the place is huge and everybody jamming their music, if you see it just off rip like that, it freaks you out a little bit. So yeah. I had to say, definitely the rave parties and stuff is definitely a big thing. I love those to a maximum. Love them.
Now, I'm glad you guys are on here, because if you go back to the history of hip hop or music in general, the DJ was just as important as the rapper. You understand what I'm talking about? If you take Run DMC, Jam Master Jay, Salt-N-Pepa, you had Spinderella. So what do you tell people that don't realize how important the DJ is to making whatever scene full-fledged?
Well, I tend to.
Music, you know what I mean?
Well, people used to tell me that, like in the early days, they'd be like, "All you're doing is pushing buttons." I'm like, "All you're doing is watching the door," God. And I'm like, "All you're doing is watching the door." It used to crack me up, but yeah. No, I remind people a lot of times, just based on like what you're saying about how things like evolved like over the decades, is that back in the day, you know, you had a rapper, you had an MC, and you had a DJ. Not always were they the same or mixed together. You know what I mean? The MC not always was a rapper. You know, like he would be the one to get everybody hyped and be like, hey, check out the DJ. The DJ, you know, not always would even talk on the mic. So as things kind of progressed over the years, just with anything else, I guess, that grows, is that things kind of just start fusing together. So now the expectation these days is that DJs are MCs and like rappers are MCs. You know, like it's not always the case that it is, but that's what that expectation is. And a lot of times, you know, like when I first started out, I wasn't, you know, like people would just like invite me to parties, like DJs would invite me to parties just to kind of hype it up. I started out kind of like as a hype man. When I was younger, all I would do was dance. And then I started becoming an MC, you know, trivia came along. So I started doing that. And then people liked the music that I was playing, and then it started becoming DJing. Well, as I was like first starting off with that, they're like, well, dance, talk on the mic, DJ, play the music, I'm like, how do you expect me to walk around this whole place and do all of that at the same time? And like, we got to talk about that money if that's what that is, because that's a lot to do. So
Yeah.
honestly, just to kind of go back to it, it's like the expectation used to be that each like MC, rapper, singer, whatever it is, the performer, and then the DJ were separate. Now the expectation is that you're supposed to be the MC and the DJ and all, the promoter, all that. So respect your DJs out here, man. We're doing a lot.
Thank you. They don't understand. Sometimes I wish I can take somebody and put them behind that booth when they say stupid stuff like, "Oh, you doing this, press the button." Be like, get behind the booth. I'm gonna teach you 30 seconds of it. Okay, that's good. All right, do your thing, and just have the people boo them for at least 20 minutes.
But you don't want to ruin your event like that, though. It's tough.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Here's the thing: everybody that's not playing, and like, trust me, I'm included because I love music. I'm not even gonna sit there and say that I'm holier than thou or nothing. But like anybody that's not playing, and you walk into a place that's playing music, you got an idea of what song you want to hear next or what should be played next. People come up to you with that constantly. So, just imagine that, like, if you are the DJ and that is what you're charged with, for somebody else to come up there and tell you what you should be doing. It's like, okay, give it a shot, try it out. Not to say that somebody couldn't do it, but there's a lot more art to it than people give credit for,
True.
Look, I need a favor from you right quick. Before you ask your question, make your man Fluff put the helmet on. I saw the pictures, he talked about it, but he didn't put the helmet on. So for the listeners, you can't see this, so we're going to describe it once he puts the helmet on.
Right.
Keisha, you describe it to these people.
It's not a helmet. It's now, is that like a monitor?
It is the helmet.
And you said it gets hot. Can you see out of it?
Yeah, I can see. It seemed like you have sunglasses on. That's it.
Oh wow. That's like a Magnavox TV.
Yeah, it's a computer screen.
Did you make that yourself?
Yep, I got like 4 of them.
That's awesome.
A
lot of people have been sharing the video of me going to the grocery store in this crazy pandemic with this stuff on. So I grabbed the white one and I went to the grocery store or whatever. And next thing you know, people have been sharing like, look, DJ Fluff. And it actually kind of went a little viral. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Like, none of my DJ performances go viral, but this go viral. Like, come on.
Wow. It's a gimmick. Hey, sometimes gimmicks work to get you to the next level, man.
Yeah,
You want to ask a question?
Yeah. Now the new trend now is like DJ is doing going live and doing sets. So have you guys did like a live watch or like did a live set via social media?
I have not.
Okay. I think I did one. Only reason why, not to go too much into the virus thing, but I be like off into like holistic medicines and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying, through this virus, you know what I'm saying, I'm not patting myself on the back, I'm giving all glory to the man upstairs. And I actually like saved like 5 or 6 people's lives this year, and it's through this virus thing. But like,
wow,
just by giving the what is that, colon silver, and telling people about this and stuff like that. I had a homeboy. He was on his deathbed, and I had to drop the medicine off on his porch, and that's what I usually been doing now. So to be going live right now, it's like, and kind of, I got a group named Soundproof. Shout out to Soundproof, and they've been having meetings every day, and I'm like, to a point, I can't really get to the music right now because I'm out here. Like, I get to the music later. I can be DJ Fluff later, but let me be Javion, the message guy. Let me spread this message and everything else about these medicines and stuff like that you can get to boost your immune system and everything else. I even had people saying like, "Oh yeah, bro, how much you charge?" I said, "Man, I'm not charging nothing. I'm dropping it off on your porch and keep it going." That's what I'm doing. Like if you want to charge me, if I want to pay, like you want to pay for something, give me $5 in gas money on Cash App or something, and that's all I said, man. That's it. So that's the only reason I haven't been going live. Any other reason, I'd have been live like crazy.
Now, being DJs, you guys are, it is a business, so you guys are kind of like entrepreneurs in a way. So do you find that the way you spread your business the most is through like customer referrals? like you don't really have to push a whole lot because you have a lot of referrals. Kind of like with AAA, you know, everybody know AAA is good insurance, so they don't have to do commercials.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So
well, I
the
mean,
same way with you guys.
I do get a lot of referrals, but just like you know, with anything else, like a strong network, like, you know, anything kind of entrepreneurial, like you were saying, like, you know, you have to always be out there and try to stay relevant and you know, expand your network and kind of, you know, just work, I guess. I don't know. I'm definitely very blessed with the people that are like, you know, that have sought me out and things like that. So that's nothing that I could like really give credit for based on my efforts, you know, but there's a lot of love out there. People are spreading love. So I definitely appreciate that. I want to give you a shout out for like going out there, getting that medicine out to people. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Before we end this conversation, I'm going to throw y'all, you know what I'm saying, go get that black seed oil and that cologne silver. You can get cologne silver on Amazon. The black seed oil or either black seed, please go get that ASAP. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Build your immune system up. And look it up. I mean, we got YouTube. We can look it up. You can't just be like, yeah, Fluff told me. No, look it up too. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Well,
it's just spreading knowledge.
I'm glad you asked that question because that was going to be my next question. With there being so many DJs out there, well, we saw you got the Magnavox TV head thing, but separate yourself from the market because obviously, you know, there's the DJs that perform with, you know, rock with groups that go travel. There's your radio DJs and there's people that like to do the clubs and private things, but, you know, just separating yourselves, man. What else would you say about separating yourself as a DJ? From the 500 guys that do it or whatever.
Oh, you gonna make me give secrets on this one? No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. I would say honestly, the first thing that I would recommend for anybody, and this is just like in general, let alone DJs, be yourself. Do you? You know what I mean? Because like, don't fight against the grain, trying to be popular too much to where you're trying to fit something just for the sake of being successful. I would you know, encourage anybody that's interested in something. Like if music is your passion and you want to play music for crowds, then share what your love is with people. I think that that's the most surefire way to do that. Now, as far as like separating yourself, you know, I got to separate myself to stand out. You know, I honestly, you know, that's something that never stops. Like I'm constantly trying to think of things that, you know, for me to do or give people ideas of musicians or any kind of other professionals to do that. I would just say challenge the status quo. Like there's certain things that you got to do and rites of passage, and you got to pay your dues and you got to do that stuff. Show up, learn from what's existing right now, and figure out your lane. But I would say more than anything else, make sure that that lane is staying true to who you are and what it is that you love.
Fluff?
Absolutely. No, he said it all right there, basically, without giving no secrets. No secrets.
You don't want to tell the secrets, man. Okay.
He said secret. I didn't say secret.
I got something else for you. My question
not really on. I mean, to basically piggyback what he said. Also, it's like even though like your music, you know what I'm saying, as a producer and DJ, it's like I'd rather be known for. It's two type of things. You got fame and you got notoriety. And it's like, give me my notoriety for my music, but the fame is for this. I guess this computer head gonna lead that whole train forward. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, I'll go to. It don't matter where I go now. It just don't matter because oh man, you know how many people I take this. Okay. I'm gonna give a secret. So social media is at an all-time high, and what you do is you wear your shirt every doggone wear the at DJ Fluff. So look, yeah, wear that. Now, only thing about it, what I do is I'll wear my shirt to a festival and I'll put the computer head on. You know how many people say, hey, bro, let me take a picture with you. And I'm like, yeah. So when they took the picture with me, my whatchamacallit is there and I'm on their social media. I'm hacking your social media by a what? Like, who the hell is what you doing? Who is this guy? Next thing you know, I get hashtags and all types of other things. And it builds my whole platform up around the world, actually. It's like it's sweet because after they see it, then they like, who is this guy? Some people will Google me, and then next thing you know, my albums and different things will come up, and That's one of my secrets right there.
Nice.
Okay, look, y'all can't get too many secrets about it, man.
Yeah, but that's good. That's
we gonna test you, bro. We gonna test you. I
He just wants to.
I just have another quick question for you guys. I told you, I'm more of an old school guy, like you said about the new music and whatever. But with that being said, as DJs, one, do y'all battle still? Do y'all go into the DJ battles? And two, do you prefer actually having a real turntable, or y'all so new school? Y'all got that, what is it called, a CDJ thing where you ain't even got to really do nothing. You play it and walk away and come back, go to the bathroom. Which one do y'all prefer? Do you battle, and which one do you prefer as far as DJing?
Well, I have 2 xylophones and a mixer. So I mean, like I got the xylophones patched in to my speak and play. It's pretty cool, man. Like so, like I just like play the xylophone, but then it comes out the speakers. You know.
Okay.
I'm playing with you. Like you guys just let me say that.
Hey, and before you ask, I'm gonna tell you why I asked that question. One, because me and Lakeisha had an event up in Lansing, and we hired a DJ. Man, he didn't come in with nothing but a speaker and his phone. We like, man, what are you doing? All he did was
he had a speaker and a phone.
MP3 player. What? I was about to hit him with a bottle. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. But you know what I'm saying? I wanted the energy of an actual DJ. You feel me?
Yeah.
That he watched Juice last night.
He
watched Juice last night.
I just want to make sure that I heard that correctly. You said that he came in with a phone.
He had his speakers. Then he had, just had a bunch of songs on his phone. Plugged it in his, the sound thing into his, phone and played it. And he's looking at us like he got it rocking. He's like, that's my song right there. That's the jam.
He was jamming off his own. He was jamming off his own work. And it's like it's gonna be the other way around.
Put songs on the So that's what I want to know. Do y'all still the old school style of battling as DJs? And also, do you actually like which one do you prefer as far as doing your thing?
So I'm a mobile DJ predominantly. So like I am a controller DJ. I'm one of those. Lately I've been like linking up with another DJ and a couple others to like practice with the scratching and all the vinyl and mixing that way. But it's a pain to like have all that gear and tote it around every single week, man. You trust me. I ain't trying to bring them big old cases every time. What'd you say?
Yeah, because back in the day, they used to have a guy. They would come with them sometimes to carry all the stuff.
Yeah, no. I try to keep my setup like as like portable as I can, honestly, because I want to do like as many gigs. So like 1, 2, 3 gigs a week where I'm traveling out, or however many that I'm doing each week. I want to make sure that like I'm ready to go, But I'm always like that's the thing though. You're not stuck to whatever you use, I know that there's some people that are like strictly only controller and they're never going to change, or people that are strictly vinyl that are never going to change. There's a lot of different combinations that you could put together. Like you could have one deck, for example, and a mixer that you're using. So that might not necessarily be the same to a true purist from the 80s talking about 2 vinyl decks straight up. That might not count to them. So.
Yeah. No lie, like being a portable DJ too. Oh my goodness, when you do, let's say you had a show, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then back again from Thursday on out. You only get one day off. Oh, you gonna feel it. It's gonna feel like you in a weight room because you gotta lift them speakers up to put them in the car, take them out the car, put them into place. After you're done, put them in the car, back into place, then back around again. Man, then you can't go nowhere with speakers all in
gentle too.
Yes, yes. So look, your arms just be like He-Man all day. So it's like you just grab these things up. Like I just grab with one hand. Like they be like, God damn, DJ. But no lie, like the guy that y'all hired with the phone and stuff, I would just want to point out one thing. Because of the technology now, it's like a lot of DJs came out of left field. So you got to really be careful. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, hey, DJ, you got some work or something, or a website or anything? Even if they got a Facebook page, something, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people that had like even stories like how y'all had. That's the first time I ever heard that one. But they had a family reunion, and what ends up happening is the grandmas and everybody there. This dude was a video DJ. They hired him, the only DJ they had. Now I'm down the hall from him, DJing at the other place because we had a hotel, and he down there and I'm down here. So they, I was still setting up, but he been partying for a minute. People leaving his place, and I'm like, why are they leaving? It's only really like older people. The reason why is he's a video DJ and he playing all the loose booty music. So all the videos, all girls twerking and everything else. Then one song he played was literally a porn, and this fool had the nerve to be hired for a family event. There's kids and old people here. Are you serious, bro? I went in there and I looked at it. I said, dog. And you had a lady turned her back from it, and she was talking to her family, and she was just shaking her head. And I'm like, and he looking like this is the jam. I'm playing this. I'm like, mm-mm. So you got to really be careful. Could you imagine if you hired him for a church event?
That would be
Somebody
terrible.
gonna blow his mouth out for the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness.
No, I mean, like
man.
that does point out like something that's pretty key. I think that like a lot of people may love music and be passionate by it and like want to become DJs. And like you said, like the more that tech advances and it's like easier to do, I think people lose sight of the art and they're like, I'm just gonna do it. I can make some money. I can't tell you guys like how many years it took me DJing to get out of my own head of what I like versus what people like. Once you start to learn that, then I feel like you're starting to like really pay your dues. Like when you're like you show up to a gig like what you're saying, and you know, like you're just not connected to the people and you're just doing whatever your agenda is. That doesn't make you a DJ, you know? Like have a concert, people pay tickets to come see you for that. And then they come and see you and then you do whatever you want. But if you're serving the public, you know, and if you're serving someone, you gotta have some type of connection to the people. That's what your service is. Literally.
Yeah.
So you gotta learn what's popular, and you gotta learn and like what people like, and you gotta be able to gauge that at any given moment throughout your performance, but also put your own staple on it, and still kind of be selfish, just a little.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, it's the best part. No lie. As doing like electronic music, they actually want to hear what you have, and you play what you want to play. So ain't no request, ain't no nothing. They like, DJ show us something. My God. So much love, bro. I swear. I go crazy.
Well, I'm going to talk to you after this. So we're going to get me into one of those.
And that's what we like to do. We like people to connect the network as well when they mess with us, man.
Yeah.
One more quick question. You touched on not being in your own head and doing what the people like. What would you tell a young man who's 14 or 15 or a young woman 16 that wants to be a DJ? What would y'all tell them about the route to actually learn the game and do it successfully?
I'd say don't do it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I swear. Oh my.
What?
I say you got a whole life ahead of you, man. You could do get an education.
He ain't lying.
I'm sorry, that's awful. That's terrible.
No. Let's bounce this real quick. I say rule number one, your age bracket, you're not going to survive. What's rule number two, DJ? What's rule number two?
He said if he's 14 and he wants to become a DJ.
Why do you say he won't survive? What do you mean? Explain.
He ain't gonna survive. It's bad. His demographic. Look, I'm not lying, bro. So his demographic, and he don't have a name for himself. So he would have to do what I did at first. And sometimes, like, I still did it because the money was like, okay, it's right there in your face. Okay, so DJing 16-year-old parties, they have 2 hours of time. Let me say 2 hours of time. They're so key on social media and everything so fast that you cannot entertain them. So with that being said, if you give them what they want on the music tip and every hood is different. So if you somewhere on the east side, they want to listen to somebody on the east side that you'll never hear of, and then they'll act like you stupid because you don't know who that is. You be like, who is MC Trunk? And you be like, yeah, that's my dog down the street. You don't know about him, DJ? No. When he come out with his album yesterday. How did I supposed to know about this guy yesterday? But hold on. Now, what they want to do, especially at house parties, is the last house party I did. This is why I definitely had to change this market. So what they did was my mans and them, they came in with hats. They were off Dexter. They came in with like skull caps. It's almost about winter time, so okay, whatever. A couple people wearing skull caps, but the skull caps looked puffy in the front. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So they in a little circle, like, oh, throwing up gang signs and Dexter boys and all the stuff. And next thing you know, they get too hyped. As they get too hyped, they pull the thing down. It's not a skull cap. It's a mask. One of them pull out a gun. They all in the air like this. And I'm like, no. So I had to talk to one. Oh, my God. So as I went and talked to this young fella, I said, my man, let me holler at you real quick. You don't mind? I tapped him real quick. You don't mind if I holler at you real quick? He got a pistol in his hand. So I was like, hey, my man, dude, I don't think people really feeling comfortable like that because, you know what I'm saying? I always had to say, let's just have fun and let's keep the pistols away. His homeboy and them see that he talking to the DJ. They also ready to do whatever. They go up. They walk up like, what up then? What up though? What's going on? Like, no. So I keep this. I call it the white boy level. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get on the Negro level, that's loud. No, keep it down. Keep it at a certain level. So I'm like, oh no, man, look, let me have a look. I was telling him I don't think it's really a good idea to be just walk in the spot with the pistols all out and the mask on. I mean, we partying. Let's stay safe at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? You never know who takes us offense. Let's go ahead and holler back. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all, be safe, man. So one of them actually was like, all right, DJ. And they actually took what I said as a, you know what I'm saying, as the route for a hot second. 45 minutes later, back with the guns in there and everything. I said, you know what? I plugged up my man's phone. I plugged up his phone. I took my laptop and I just let his phone go. I said, hey, whatever y'all want to play off those speakers or whatever, yeah, just throw it on here. Took my laptop, walked outside, went around like to the backyard, like I'm just waiting for people to start shooting. That's what, and it's like, no, my speakers, they got a little bit of they good. I can get it repaired in time, but I'm like, I can't go in there and shut it down because it probably randomly shooting. Then I can't go and be like, yeah, part of your wit because I don't feel safe. Randomly shot the DJ. And I can't be like, hey man, put the guns away like I said the first time. Randomly shot the DJ again. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna just let y'all do what y'all do and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So that young generation that says, I want to try DJing at that age, you have a survival rate of 14 out of 100. No lie.
Nah, I mean, that's
talk.
You'd have to, yeah, and that's what I was going to say to visit back the question is like, I would like basically put them through some type of boot camp of just intention, like not even teach you anything. I'd be like, you sure you really want to do that? Like, are you like it just constantly like you have to really, really, really want to do this, man, and we're gonna have to figure it out. Like I'm not like I wouldn't be there for somebody for that, but there's
yeah.
I mean, you don't know. There might be a new wave or something like that. You know, these kids these days grow up. You know what's going to happen in the next 10 years or something like that with the music. But I think you were dead on with that point about where that generation is with like technology and attention span and just ready access to everything. You know, it's like you already get everything that you want, like plus some. Like why would you even, like?
And I want to piggyback off of that right quick. It's funny you said that because I do agree. Coming to parties as a customer, drinking, wilding out, is a lot different than being on the other side. When you're the one working it, whether you're the DJ, whether you're the security, whether you're the bartender, we see it in a whole nother light. Would y'all agree with that? So everybody that just come to a party might not, be ready for that type of thing. So I get it.
Yeah.
Lakeisha,
I mean, it's fun. I got plenty of awesome stories, but I got plenty of great stories to tell, but some of them, like obviously you can see I'm being a little shy about them. I haven't told you not one story.
You want to change the name.
Man, like I can't even start. Like just the kind of stuff that people do to get their song played. I mean, that might be worth it to a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
On that
Maybe you
note,
can go holler at Keisha with the chicken.
on that note, we gonna let y'all connect. Keisha, you got anything else for them before we close out?
I don't have anything. I guess just these last minutes. Each of you guys to get a minute just to what you call it, Deshaun? Talk your ish.
Yes. Right now it's time to close out, and we call this. You got 60 seconds to talk about whatever you want to. We call it Talk Yo Ish. Talk Yo Ish. So DJ Fluff, 60 seconds. Let them know what you got coming up, how they can get a hold of you, whatever.
So you can definitely check me out at djfluff313.com. New album coming out is called Neon Spaghetti. First album was called The Empire Snacks Back. Very good album, doing great in Japan. And definitely DJ Fluff 313 on everything. I do mean everything. Look, hold on. Look at my card. Everything. Look at that. I got 20 million little things on that thing. So check me out on everything. DJ Fluff 313. Thanks, y'all.
You're welcome.
All right, yeah. DJ Clef Dev on everything. Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can check out the Stuck in the House party again. That's 10 o'clock every Saturday. I extended the event out. You can get access to the event. You can share the event to your page. I'm offering different like chances at prizes for like top fan badges on the Facebook page. I do have djclevdev.com, but that's under construction right now. It's just going to send you right back over to the Facebook page. But that's cool for now. But Stuck in the House party, we have merch available, hoodies, T-shirts, all that, coffee mugs. Let me see here. What else? I don't know. That's pretty much all I want to share for now. DJ Clef Dev, Stuck in the House.
And we're going to put that information. You sent it to me earlier. We're going to have it on our Facebook page and our Instagram, guys, so make sure you check it out. With Keisha, if you want to hit everybody once again what we got coming up.
Small Business Expo is June 20th at the Hazel Park Community Center at 620 Woodward Heights. We do have vendor tables available, so if you're interested in being a vendor, hit us up at urbanembodiment313@gmail.com. August 1st, we're doing a bus day trip to Toronto for Caravana. The Grand Parade was canceled. However, they're still having their weekend events going on at the time we're going. Seats for that is $80, $30 to secure a seat, and then the final balance is due in mid-July. You do have to have an enhanced license or a passport to cross the border, and if you have anything on your record and you can't cross, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave you there. So if you want any more information, you can follow us on Facebook, Urban Embodiment 313. You can follow us on Instagram, Urban Embodiment, or you can email us at urbanembodiment313@gmail.com.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for being on the show. And to all the listeners, you know what it is. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Urban Embodiment, Facebook, Urban Embodiment 313, Instagram at Urban Embodiment. We got YouTube, Urban Embodiment. We on all the social media. If you're single, join Singles Dating Detroit and Singles Dating Lansing. So we're going to get on out of here and see y'all got a bonus episode because we thought 2 weeks ago it was a season finale. You get a bonus episode, and you get another bonus episode next Thursday. So we're going to finish off the season with another bonus episode. Well, I am Deshaun Whipdog Whipple.
And I'm Lakeisha.
And we will see you next time for the bonus season finale of UE Talk. Take care, guys.
Good night.